someone who likes to stream, create content, and also works from home, it was imperative that I found a setup that works for every single aspect of my daily routine. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the tech specs of my office, I wanted to talk about my desk. Flanked on either side of my desk stands two IKEA Alex drawers. These drawers were very reasonably priced, not to mention extremely easy to put together. Sitting by its weight on top of both of those Alex drawers is a repurposed old conference room desk that my brother actually sliced up for me and added cable management into the bottom so I was able to hide my cords as best as possible. The repurposed conference table is 96 inches long and 33 inches in width. The Alex drawers that I wound up choosing were the gray option, but I do believe they had black and white. So whatever suits your needs, it seems like they would have it. In my old office, I had a lot of wall-mounted items, and I really wanted to step away from that and really focus on getting some clamps that I can mount on the desk in certain areas. One of my favorite things is my cup holder that I got right off of Amazon for about $25. It not only keeps liquids from being off the surface of the desk, away from the keyboards, mice, and the mouse pad, but it also has an epic headphone holder for my wireless headphones that I hang underneath it. Another critical factor for my setup that I was keen on making sure I got it right was to make sure the backdrop looked great. Now, right now I have some hats laying behind me, but as you can see, the fish tank added an awesome atmosphere, trickling water noises, and sometimes it's a great little thing to just kick your feet up on the desk and go watch the fish for a few minutes. The fish tank was an awesome addition to the office. It's a 50-gallon tank comprised of 5 angelfish and a bunch of smaller fish. Each angelfish in there is about $65 now. When I bought them, they were about $10. They love their feeding time, and it's funny, they know the routine in my office. When I'm done and I shut the lights off in here, they all rush over to the edge of the tank because they know they're about to get fed. In working with a lot of people online, getting to know them, and to increase interaction, one thing I did actually was name a lot of the fish after a lot of the people on Twitch and YouTube. It's been a really cool feature because usually when I go live, people behind me can see their fish, and it just adds a little cool factor to the setup. I heard somewhere that humans need to see water as it helps them mentally, and I can attest to that. Having the tank in the back, listening to the water noises, turning around and looking at the fish here and there, I gotta say it's been an awesome thing to have. But once you have it running and you get some really cool fish in there, I would highly recommend a fish tank for anybody to add to their office, no matter the size. Because I started with a 20, got a little addicted to the fish game, and now I'm at a 50-gallon tank. Now we can finally get into the tech specs and all of the equipment that I have here at my desk setup. Over on the right-hand side here, we have my gaming PC, which is comprised of an NZXT H150 Elite case, which runs on an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, a Gigabyte X570 RS Ultra, 32 gigabytes of RAM, a 650 watt power supply, 1.5 terabytes of SSD storage, and 2 GPUs, one being the Radeon 6500 XT, and the other being the AMD Radeon 6600. As far as cooling goes, I like to rock with the 6 NZXT case fans that came with it. And as far as CPU cooling goes, I rock the NZXT X64 liquid cooler. Throwing it over to the left-hand side of my desk is my stream PC. The case on that one is a B-Gears White that I got from Amazon. The CPU is an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X with an Asus TUF X570 motherboard, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 750 watt power supply, 2 terabytes of SSD, an AMD Radeon 5500 XT GPU, the AMD Wraith Prism cooler on that CPU, and 3 B-Gears RGB case fans that came with the computer. Now, both of these PCs I personally built. Yes, it feels good to build your own computer, but by all means, definitely go buy a pre-built. Some of them are really good, and you can get a really good deal on them around the holidays. My backup streaming laptop, which is a powerhouse. I have the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 with an AMD Ryzen 9 5800X, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and NVIDIA GeForce 3060, and a terabyte of SSD storage. Now that we've checked out the computers that power the stream, let's check out the audio equipment that I use to make myself sound good. Not simply because it's one of the most popular microphones out there for creators, but because somebody that I work with actually told me that this microphone truly is one of the best ones you can get when paired with the right equipment. My choice of microphone was the Shure SM7B, paired with the Elgato Wave boom arm, the low profile version, all connected to a Scarlett 2i2 mixer. There is no doubt the quality of this microphone lives up to its reputation, and I'm very happy I made the decision to go with it. Had to slap a 100 Thieves sticker on there. As you can see, they're pretty much all over my office. But the digital software and the functionality of this microphone when plugged into the Scarlett makes it super easy to navigate and really easy to set up. I highly recommend this microphone. It is a pretty penny, but worth every dollar. The primary chair in my office that I sit in the most is the SecretLab Titan Evo 2022 version. For a bigger guy like myself at 230 pounds, the Titan Evo fits me perfectly. The adjustments that I can make on the chair to either lean back or lock it in are super easy, and the quality of all the levers feels fantastic. There's also built-in lumbar support where I can twist it to push it out, or twist it back and it pulls away and it makes it feel a little bit more like a bucket seat. A great feature of the chair that usually goes unnoticed is the memory foam pillow with the magnetic function on it. I use this pillow almost every time I sit in the chair, easy on and off, and you can easily lean back in the chair and take a little rest if you need to. It is definitely no secret that these chairs are expensive, but when you spend the hours in it, you're gonna thank yourself because this chair is very comfortable. The next chair that I have in my office, I just recently got. It's a Neo chair with lumbar support. That chair here is for the wife. Usually when the wife is making dinner, she brings it in, and before she didn't have a place to sit because my office is small and this was the only chair that was in here. So because my desk is big enough and is able to support both of us eating dinner here, the wife will bring dinner in, sit in her chair that she has here, and we can enjoy some time together in the office. The Neo chair is really cool. I did want to add some color. Blue is my favorite color. So I was able to find one that has white, gray, and blue, and it really matches the theme of the office, which feels really good. Next, I'd like to discuss the mice that I use to operate both my stream PC and gaming PC. The next mouse that I'd like to discuss is my favorite mouse I've ever had, the Razer Basilisk Ultimate. It's a wireless gaming mouse, but I also find that it can be used very well for productivity. The sleek design, rubber grips for your thumbs. It truly is a fantastic mouse that you get to use. The charging dock that it comes with sits over on the right-hand side of my desk near my gaming PC, and I pop it on there right before I leave the office every day. The second mouse that I have is an Azor mouse. This was about $10 on Amazon, and I got this to operate the stream PC, simply to just click around and quickly access things as I need to. It didn't need to be anything special, so I was able to save some money on that front. Along with the other peripherals that I have, the two marquee features that sit on top of my desk are my two high ground mechanical keyboards. Over time, I've mixed and matched some of the keys on there as I've liked to, but my favorite keyboard of all time is the 100 Thieves x High Ground First Edition keyboard. It's fantastic, mechanical, and the buttons sound so buttery. As a major Sonic fan, as you've seen from my mouse pad, and my other keyboard is a High Ground x Sonic Adventures keyboard. One of my favorite games growing up on the GameCube was Sonic Adventures 2, so when they came out with this release, I immediately had to buy it. The 100 Thieves keyboard operates the gaming PC, and the Sonic Adventures keyboard operates the stream PC. As a creator, it's very important to have a Stream Deck. I highly recommend that as well. I was able to get myself a Stream Deck Mini, as I don't have too many features that I need to use it for, but I love it when I'm using OBS. Another one of my favorite desktop peripherals is my Xbox Elite 2 controller that I just recently got. It's a wireless controller with a USB plug-in charger. It's super easy to store that cable away and pop the charger on if necessary. Another one of my essential desktop peripherals that I have is my phone soap. If you haven't heard of it, I suggest looking it up. But basically, it's UV light that can clean your phone for you or clean small accessories that you have by simply popping the lid open, dropping in whatever you need to, shutting the lid and waiting for 10 minutes, and it sanitizes everything that you need for you. I usually put my car keys in there, my phone. I'll even throw my pocket knife in there too. Go check out Phone Soap. I highly recommend it. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's a really cool brand too. Their logo is great. Their prices are good. And it's a great desktop peripheral to have. In keeping with the desktop peripherals, I used to have a wall-mounted ring light. However, now I have two Elgato Key Light Airs that both flank me on the right and left-hand side. I love them. They are super bright. They really add good lighting for your videos. The final piece of tech that I wanted to discuss is my Sony ZV-E10. I just recently got this camera in the color white. It's super unique. I love the camera. I'm really happy with it. The quality is awesome. The auto blur out the background and the focus of products on camera is fantastic. I highly recommend the Sony ZV-E10 for creators that don't have a massive budget for a really nice camera, but want something that can satisfy their requirements immediately and provide that really good quality right off the bat. I also use the Sony ZV-E10 for my live streaming as a webcam, and I've been taking it with me to the golf course to film some content, which I plan to release a lot of this year. Sitting above where the camera is this really cool digital wall clock that I got. It operates through your phone, so you control everything on your phone. You can do the temperature, the time, or the date, and you can make it a bunch of different colors as well. I thought it was a really cool accent piece, especially with these acoustic wall covers that I have, to really pop the background. I know you guys can't see it, but it really is a pleasure to look at as I sit here at my desk. The TV mounted in the corner is your standard TCL 42-inch TV. I usually like to turn the news on throughout the day just to stay updated on things, and sometimes I'll just turn on HBO Max or Paramount Plus to watch a show here and there. Without taking up any more of your time, I really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did putting it together. It was a blast. It was a lot of effort, and I loved every second of it. So make sure you guys drop a like. If you haven't subbed yet, make sure you hit the sub button. Working towards getting to YouTube partner this year, and I would appreciate it very much. I'll do my best to put as many links in the about section of the video as I can to a lot of the products that were mentioned in the video. And by clicking those links as an Amazon affiliate or an Amazon associate, I can actually get a little kickback from those orders if you do wind up ordering something. Again, I thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your night, and I'll be seeing you soon. Peace.